Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam. Good morning. Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam.
I'm just all messed up. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Thursday, June 22nd, 2023. And I just need to fix a couple of things here. Good morning, everybody. We are here for Thankful Thursday. So let's start as I'm getting stuff together. Let's start expressing some gratitude in the comments. I am definitely glad and grateful for everyone that is in the Java Cafe this morning as folks are coming in. We had a wonderful day yesterday at Carson Beach and Moakley Park. I just need to do a couple of tech things in the back. But while I'm doing that, y'all do me a favor and go ahead and hit that share button and invite others into the Java Cafe so we can make sure that as much people get what we're talking about today as possible. All right, there we go there. Go ahead and hit that share button. Thank you for being here this morning. Pastor Marion, good morning. Great Thankful Thursday to you as well. Opal Thompson, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. To Mama Java, good morning to you. Thank you for coming out yesterday, Ma, along with Auntie Java and Miss Teresa and others that were there as well. The Mother's Board was in effect yesterday. Sister Debbie, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Nicole, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Pastor Marion, good morning. So the double Dutch rope didn't make it to the beach yesterday. And Safari did show up late, but she was like, okay, what's up? Where's the rope? And so we didn't get a chance to have the challenge yesterday, but I'm still down. And my brother Neil from iHeartRadio, Urban Heat 89. Marvin, don't get me. 89.1 Urban Heat is in the building. I appreciate you, brother. We got another brother in here, CEO of a whole radio platform on iHeart, and he's in here with us this morning. Brianna is in the building. My daughter, she got pinned yesterday. Let me show y'all. She got pinned yesterday. She was like, I want one of those. And I'm the type that even way back in the church days, if somebody would say, oh, I like your tie, I would literally take it off and give it to him. So yesterday, Brianna was pointing, where is it? Oh, of course, because I need the picture now. I can't find it. Or did Safari send it? Hold on. Yo, what's up with my pictures? Where's all my recent? All right, Brianna, you're lucky. I can't find the picture. But Brianna got pinned. Not let me show y'all. I'm just, proof in the pudding. Naraki, there was no challenge. Brianna can attest. The ropes were not there. I actually asked for 2 ropes, and they were not there. But we'll get the double Dutch challenge one way or another. Even if Safari has to pull up here and we just go live and record it, like what? Anyway, I'm just messing. Yesterday was definitely a beautiful day. Special shout out to the Coalition for a Resilient and Inclusive Waterfront. To the team there, I'm going to try to start naming names to the Davis system, Anthony and Erin, Asia, and everybody that was there. Also, Tracy, Ian, Maureen, Conan. Conan was not able to be with us yesterday. Please keep the Harris family in prayer. He had actually was burying his cousin yesterday. Some of you heard he did have a death in the family. So keep the Harris family in prayer. Naraki, as far as no, not an old clothesline, but I did go to one of the food trucks and asked them, I said, what's this wire here? Because, we could have went to Home Depot and got telephone wire and heard that whole skit when they're swinging. But no, we didn't have the challenge yesterday. But all in all, yesterday was a beautiful day. A shout out. I'm going to try to remember everybody off the top of my head. Knuckle Bones, who came and supplied so many games. I had one of the young people that's working with me, Daniel, shout out to him. He came and helped Knuckle Bones. Gourmet Creole was there as a food truck, the Baja Taco truck. Let me tell you all about the food yesterday. Folks were eating. Every time I looked up, somebody was eating the barbecue, the hamburgers, the cheeseburgers, the hot dogs. They even had yoga. Where's the video? All right, let me show y'all this. At least I got this video queued up. We had yoga yesterday. Black and brown folks were out on Carson Beach doing yoga. And I think that is just so dope. So here, just look at this for a couple of seconds. So we had a whole wellness portion yesterday. There was a young lady there with sound bowls, and they had yoga mats, and we had games, refreshments. We had resources there from the partners. A melanoma partner was there. We also had Grub Street that was there. Also, Garden Tours was there, and Boston Harbor Now was there. And definitely shout out to Boston Harbor Now, to Rebecca, Alice, Jay, and the whole team over there that gets things done there at Boston Harbor Now. So it was a great event. Sharon Cornelius, good morning. Good to see you in the room since you've been MIA from the tennis section. Love you. Nah, I'm messing. Rob, my brother, good morning. Good to see you in the room, man. Good to see you, sir. So I wanted to kind of not randomly, but bring up a topic that is currently in the news. I woke up, I think it was yesterday morning, or maybe I heard it, today's Thursday, maybe Tuesday night. I'm hearing the news report that there was a 32 or 34-year-old woman in her 30s, she wasn't 18, 19, that somehow figured out a way to infiltrate the Boston public school system and was enrolled in 3 schools: the Burke, English, and let me see what the other one was. The reason that this is so disturbing for many people in the community that are becoming aware of this, my understanding is this was a white woman that the police have wondered if there was human trafficking. And what that means is, was this 30-some-odd-year-old woman and her crew intentionally getting into schools to befriend and recruit young Black and brown girls to be human trafficked or to be brought into prostitution or anything like that? That is a problem with everything that's going on in technology. And yes, you can falsify records and all that other stuff. In 2023, with all this data verification and whatnot, nothing, nobody, no system in BPS could identify that there was something wrong. And God forbid, I seen one part of the story that NBC 10 reported, and Brighton High. Patrice, thank you. Good morning. And Brighton High as well, which are schools that are predominantly Black and brown students. And so nowhere within the enrollment, the verification system, that a red flag did not go off and say, hey, and even, you know, I tend to think I look young, but there's no way in the world at 30 that I could, well, actually, I'm lying, because I used to go into schools as a youth worker and I'd have my hat on and the staff would be like, hey, take your hat off. I'm like, should have had my hat off anyway, but that's a whole nother story. But in all seriousness, it's a whole problem where you can infiltrate 3 schools. I don't know the time frame or anything like that. And one of the young ladies said in the story, I'll bring it up. I got it right here. One of the young ladies in the story referred to the fact that, hold on, I got to go back up in the thread. So this is per NBC 10 Boston. The woman, who is in her early 30s, allegedly used fake identities to enroll in the Jeremiah E. Burke High School, Brighton High School, and English High School. She was caught on June 14th, according to a police report, which checks off human trafficking as a possibility. While investigators look into how and why this happened, the community is voicing concerns over safety and transparency. The fact of the matter is that parents and students alike no longer feel safe. Boston City Councilor Julia Mejia said, I think like, oh God, she can hurt me. I was asking and I was scared. 18-year-old Boston Public School student Anna Lima said, Mahia criticized communications from the district, which told parents about the issue nearly a week later. The city council is also calling for a full audit of the enrollment process. That's what I referred to in my tweet, that we would need to know what the process is. What are the checks and balances to ensure that this does not happen again? It is to me rather unimaginable that Boston Public Schools did not catch this, and that this individual was able to go through 3 schools, Mahia said. Someone violated our trust and walked among our students and put them at risk. All right, y'all know I don't go off and stuff like I used to, but this is a problem. This is a huge entire problem. We demand answers. We demand transparency of the process from top to bottom. I'm sure this is on the mayor's office radar, the superintendent, Mary Skipper's radar, Michael Cox's radar. It needs to be figured out. Top priority. We need a report. We need a full investigation. We need Black and brown people that from the community to be a part of whatever review process is going on. We need people who used to be involved in human trafficking to be involved with this, to make sure that the services that are designed for these young people that may have been impacted are centered on their needs, the mental health impact, what was going on in their social circles. So that's my thoughts about this. And we're scheduled to have the mayor speak with us, I believe, on July 5th, the 1st. I'm not sure if that will happen. It's right after the holiday, but we'll check in and see what's going on. And I'll reach out to the superintendent's office and the police commissioner's office to find out what the hell. Sorry. This is a problem. Patrice, thank you. So Brighton High School, Sharon Brighton High School. Annette Gross is saying that she absolutely agrees that this is a problem. Dina, good morning. Good to see you yesterday, and my niece as well. Rob said you look young for. I'm far from 72, bro. Maybe 27. Let me behave. Rob said you look younger than me. Brother Quincy Roberts is in the room. Y'all just show this brother some love and appreciate this man, and we'll just leave that right there. Keep swimming, bro, and drink your water. Mind your business and drink your water. Auntie Java, good sunny morning, citizens of Java land. Patrice is saying we should all be outraged that this is going on. And Patrice, that is the thing that's so interesting, that we do get outraged, but then we need to do better at converting the outrage into organization. And yeah, that is what we need to do. Take that energy from the outrage and organize. Who's leading? What is BTU doing? What is the Mass Sharon Hinton and the Mass Black Teachers Association? What are these organizations doing, and asking the questions? How do we get behind them? Who started a petition? How do we contact Julia Mejia's office and put some support behind the full audit of what she's calling for? These are our children and our babies. And I don't care if they're 17, 18, for this woman to go in and target them like that. Like Patrice said, agreed, as a community, we need to do better, and not with this issue, but all the issues, food deserts, inequity around treatment to COVID and long COVID. All right, y'all done got me started this morning. Outrage is not what's needed. We need to do something. Absolutely. Absolutely. How do we call Julie Mejia's office and say, hey, we're just putting support behind you? Is somebody starting a petition? What? This is a problem. This is a problem. And this thought crossed my mind, and I may get in trouble for this. And we often talk about humanity, but we got to give at least 1% of humanity to this woman's past and her potential or presumed trauma. And maybe she was a victim as well. I need to say that because it crossed my mind. It does not negate what she did. I don't know the time period. Was this over a year, 2 years? The intentionality? Was somebody threatening her? The thought crossed my mind, and y'all know this is an authentic space. And in humanity, though we don't agree with, like, hate and think it's despicable and deplorable of what she did, the human side of me had wondered what her trauma was to lead her to go in willingly and do this. So I needed to say that just because it crossed my mind. Dow Drumright from Miami, good from Jesus Lord from Tennessee. Miami's on my mind, y'all. Pastor Marion, thank you so much. Patrice said, protect these young people. Yes, all of the above. Absolutely. Absolutely. Our young people deserve to be, they deserve to be in environments where they will feel not they're preyed upon and be made victim to sell their bodies, or even they said human trafficking. And we know that in cases like that, they're not necessarily selling their bodies. They're being abused and passed around and taken from state to state. And this. Patrice says, yes, hurt people. Absolutely. And it's giving no leeway, not negating what she did was wrong, but the humanity in me and understanding that hurt people, as Patrice said, the thought did cross my mind about, what her trauma is and how she got into this space to either be manipulated or I'm not going to have any further thought about that. All right. It's Thankful Thursday, not We Need to Know Wednesday. Auntie Java is saying, on the flip side, as a social worker, she actually showed how, and that's the thing. She went to Wheelock and was in social work. And so when you think about that, you still hold the humanity in place, but how much thought and intentionality and time and planning went into this? Did you go to school for social work to be able to learn how to manipulate young people? On the flip side, as a social worker, she actually showed how there are flaws in the process. Just like a student is bullied by another who has an IEP, the student has no consequences for being a bully, while the other who has an IEP gets disciplined. Dina is saying, what are your thoughts about the kids found in the back room in South Boston apartment where adults didn't want first responders? Huh? Dina, I am not aware of that. Please tell me more. Send me a link real quick. Tay, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Man, good morning. Good to see you in the room, brother. Sharon, yes, there is concern around human trafficking in this particular case. Pastor Marion said Fox 19 reported that the woman's adult father would not comment on the case, but said his daughter is now getting mental health care that she needs. Thank you for that. I did see that. Jermaine, good morning. The main show, the main J show. Dina, someone was dead in the apartment. Kenya, good morning. Your thoughts on this thing going on in BPS, sis? I'm curious as to what you're hearing, and do you have the same outrage and agree we need to flip this outrage to organization? Man is saying, good morning, my beautiful people of Boston. Good morning to you, beautiful brother. Listen, I didn't mean to go that deep into this, but awareness of this is and because of the platform or whatever, there's some stuff in my inbox and in my texts asking to just wait and hold. This is a huge problem. It was all over the news in South Boston. Dina, thank you. Y'all know this June month has been interesting. So I have missed some things, but thank God that this one didn't miss the radar. So Dina just sent this over from Fox 25. A Boston City Council is calling for answers after children were found inside a public housing apartment where a Boston City Council is calling for answers after children were found inside a public housing apartment where an adult died that has been described as her house of horrors. The children have since been taken into state custody, state officials said. First responders were called to the Mary Ellen McCormick complex operated by the Boston Housing Authority for a person not breathing, but that's not all they found when they entered a top floor apartment, said City Councilor Erin Murphy. A lot of drug paraphernalia and sex toys all around. Then one of the firefighters said that they heard a cry for help, said Murphy, that there were 4 children in the back room. And I'm hearing that the adults in the apartment were not wanting first responders to go back when they heard kids crying for help. So that is very disturbing to me. Absolutely. Murphy wants the Boston Housing Authority to answer questions about how a situation like this happened. Listen, again, in the humanity of what this counselor, that I don't necessarily agree with her policies and her political stance on a lot of things, that is, this needs to be addressed as well. First responders need to have the ability There's a whole bunch in there, but the fact that these young people were found in an apartment with sex toys, drug paraphernalia, and somebody was dead, Lord have mercy on our children. It's crazy. And why anybody gets arrested, they found all that stuff in the apartment, drugs, sex toys, drug paraphernalia, and no one got arrested. This is really crazy and disturbing. And it was a dead body inside of there. Auntie Java said EMS was called to respond to a heart attack of victim. 6 men, 4 children hidden in a room, adults deny kids being there. And you heard the help. Our babies. Our babies. This is interesting. Listen, folks, as I mentioned before, we are down at Boston Public Market today, going live at 12:30 p.m. And so this is going to be sort of an abbreviated Java with Jimmy. I just need to get, why aren't I'm aggravated because some of my stuff isn't showing up, y'all. And I don't know why it's not there. Okay, there we go. So we will be live today from Boston Public Market at 12:30 p.m. Please plan to tune in. We're going to share a great announcement from Boston Public Market. There is someone there that is receiving a year's worth of rent. We'll hear more about what they're doing and support. I learned so much about what this Boston Public Market does for a lot of Black and brown vendors that are there, working with them, supporting them, coaching them around a lot of things. And so we'll be back there today at 12:30 p.m. Please plan to tune in. We will be glad that you plan we hope that you'll join us. Okay, I seen something pause here on the screen, so I got a little bit nervous. Jules, what's up, Juice? Good to see you in the room, brother. Sending love and positivity. Listen, if you're a youth program and youth director and you're looking for someone to come speak to your young people this summer, Juice, put your website, put your contact information in the context, in the comments, reach out to this good brother. He has a powerful testimony. And he would definitely be a benefit for your youth program, your summer program. Dina is saying, pray I get answer after my procedure tomorrow. Thank you in advance. Absolutely. Garfield Harvey, brother, what's up, pastor? This brother used to play the keys, so humble and whatnot, left Boston, and then now he's pastoring and doing great things. Let us know where you are, man, where you're listening from. My daughter Angie is in the room. Good to see you, baby. And folks are praying for Dina. So Mother's Board and others, please keep Dina in your prayers. And again, thank you for coming out yesterday, Dina. So this is Julian Miller. He doesn't go by Juice no more. Only those of us that know him from way, way back can call him Juice. Instagram, he's at Julian Motivate 02. This is a brother, if you remember, in 2020, he kept Black Joy going. He would dance the videos and put them on Instagram and Facebook and whatnot. And so it definitely go follow him on Instagram, Facebook. He's always putting up stories, pictures, and testimonies about him speaking to you. Juice, are you full-time yet? We're going to believe that you're going to be full-time in this, and people are going to pay you, and you'll be able to travel and do this full-time. Develop a curriculum, brother. We need people like you that are impactful, that live this thing, came out of it, and can be real with it and have an impact with these young people. So not yet, but design you a curriculum and get you a website, little one page. Here's my picture. Here's my story. Here's how you reach me. Get you a fee scale. It's good to want to give back, but a lot of these organizations and municipalities and school systems and organizations, they have money to pay speakers. So you get you a little fee scale together. It's a 45-minute presentation, $750. If it's an hour and a half, you're doing workshop. You take time to plan and put into this. So they should take time and plan and pour into you. Gas, food. All right, I'm way out there this morning, but this is what I've learned or am learning. You know what I mean? Of course, you give back to community, but when you're dealing with organizations that you know got money, brother, have them give you an honorarium. And let the church say, amen. All right, I'm wrapping up at 6:28. Don't forget, we'll be back on at 12:30 today with Boston Public Market live there, announcing the winner of that wonderful contest and some other vendors. I believe Senator Lydia Edwards is going to be with me. Let me check the email. We got one more week to make it to June, and we will be confidently able to say that Brother Jimmy is all right. All right. I am looking for who else is going to be with me this afternoon. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to have Cheryl Cronin, who is from Boston Public Market. We're going to have Senator Lydia Edwards. Cheryl is coming back, who is the CEO of Boston Public Market. I get the chance to talk with Lisa Murray, who is the president of Citizens Bank. Y'all know we're going to have a good conversation. Also, there are others that will be, the winner is going to be announced. And we'll also talk to Representative Ted Phillips with Mark Parrish, also of Crescent Ridge. So we have a full lineup for you today, and we are looking forward to you joining us. The conversation with Lydia Edwards is going to be interesting because we got to hang out at the Pride Parade, and I'll just leave that. Stop saying it's 6:28. What am I saying? 9:28. Sorry. Y'all leave me alone. I'm tired. Shoot. Tashar, good morning. Jules, get it, brother. And when Kenya, I got a video of Kenya that I need to put up every once in a while where she let the community have it in a very nice way. All right. It was 9:28. Y'all are really getting me and beat me. Listen, I've been getting the date right. Leave me alone. Y'all know I used to mess that up like twice a week. All right. I'm wrapping up. Family and friends. Man is saying, family and friends, we need to address that matter at South Boston. Boston Housing, Boston Police adjust our justice system. DCF needs to give answers. So, like, you would presume that based on what we're learning here, that at some point DCF was involved at this home. We don't know. You're on my time zone. All right, brother. Sharon Cornelius, leave me alone. But man, it is imperative whenever there are systems and structures that deal with a predominant amount of Black and brown people that have a lot of intersectionality around quality of life issues, that the people that are leading, researching, designing programs, evaluating, those that oversee quality improvement and accountability, there needs to be Black and brown people in there with life experience, that just because of their passionate life experience, and they need to have some level of professional experience, but that extra life experience always gives you a different lens. It helps you evaluate differently because you may have been in that situation. And so what a researcher, academic type person might do very well, 99.9%, that extra 0.01% of that life experience of a Black and brown person that has lived this thing can make a world of difference. Thaddeus laid out a lot yesterday. I got that picture ready. So let's, this will be the last one. Tech is working with me today, so I'm going to use it well. Yesterday, when Uncle Thaddeus was on, he shared his sort of qualifications for when we really talk about diversity and inclusion. And I can't read it off the script. Oh, y'all are going to get me. I don't know how to zoom in. I don't know how to zoom in on here, y'all. View, zoom in. Okay. All right. Y'all can see it now. Someone read it. Prioritize inclusivity and equity. Always place inclusivity and equity at the forefront of all decisions. Recognize that different communities may have different needs and perspectives. Aim to understand these differences and ensure that they are reflected in water and waterfront management strategies. When Thaddeus was with us yesterday, we were talking about equity and inclusion on the waterfront. But you can take out waterfront and you can put education. You can take out education and you can put violence prevention. You can take out violence prevention and you can put services to those that are dealing with substance use. Second, foster open dialogue. This is what we do here. Commit to promoting open, honest, and respectful dialogue among all stakeholders. This includes government agencies, community groups, non-governmental organizations, private sector representatives, and individual citizens. Emphasize that every voice matters and every perspective is valuable. Number three, be adaptable and innovate. Recognize that water or education in a complex and dynamic field. Be willing to adapt strategies as needed to open to innovative solutions. Regularly review and revise strategies based on new information, changing circumstances, and feedback from communities. Number four and final, advocate for water or education Also, fundamental rights. Stand firm in the principle that access to clean, safe, and adequate water is a fundamental human right. Access to safe education is a fundamental human right. Access to living in a safe community is a fundamental right. You can apply all four of these to anything. Finally, advocate for this right in all discussions and decisions and strive to uphold it in all communities. This is a standard by which we can measure real community engagement and real community involvement. All right, I'm getting off of here. Good morning. Good to see you in the room, sister. I'm going to be your way soon. Not right near you, but I'm going to be your way. Jimmy, please forward the video I text you this morning to Thaddeus. I will. And I've seen them. I'm going to catch up with them, Pastor Marion. All right, y'all, I'm tired. So that means that we had a good engagement and conversation this morning. Don't forget today at 12:30 p.m., please tune in to Boston Public Market. As today is my Friday, we will not see you again until Monday at 9 a.m. for Mental Health Mondays. There's some changes coming to that as well. And that is it for me this morning. Please pay attention to what's going on with this BPS case and this woman. Pay attention to any and everything that has to do with your quality of life. I know sometimes watching the news can be depressing. Some people don't like mainstream news. That's why we kind of balance keeping us aware and taking a different approach to sharing some things on this community-driven platform. But take care of you. And remember on this Thankful Thursday to be intentional about gratitude. And Auntie Java, thank you. Yesterday's waterfront was great and no violence. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Pastor Marion, I'll get that to Thaddeus as well. But remember to be intentional about gratitude and thankfulness. So sometimes when life throws you a curveball, you kind of balance that out. And you've been proactively, as the old church folks used to say, you've sent up some timber in advance to balance out when life sometimes, real life, hits us. That's it for me today. Have a great weekend, everybody. And we will see you on Monday morning at 9 a.m.